Black people, if you're not going to tip your waitress or tip your waitress a decent amount, the bare minimum amount that you're supposed to tip her the total of your bill, which is, I think it's 18% to 20%, stay your ass at home.
You know, imagine you had a hard week and decided, like, I'm going to go to a restaurant and have something to eat. And you get mistreated because you can't tip them the way they expect.
How many times I work 2 jobs. During the week I work from home. On the weekends I serve at a restaurant. When I tell y'all, I literally be telling the hostess at the door, do not see me Black people. Do not see me Black people. Unless they middle-aged Black women or they an older Black couple, do not see me no teenagers. Do not see me no people in their 30s. Because they're not going to tip good. Like, I'm over it.
So that's a positive attitude to have in the workplace. Pick and choose your customers. And then make the experience about getting your tip rather than just like giving good service. Let's keep going.
And then y'all really want to know what grinds my fucking gears? When Black people want you to run and get them a million fucking things. Oh, I want plastic silverware. I want hot water. I want to-go drinks. I want this, that, and the third. Take this off. Take this off. Take this off. Add this to that. Add this to that. Add this to that. Can you give me more of this? Can you give me this? And then your bill come out to $100 and you tip me $2.50. Eat my ass.
Chances are she was not given the best service anyways. And that $2.50 was probably overpaid in this case. So everybody deserved what they got.
And I know it's not all Black people, but it just makes the Black people as a whole look bad. Because I know I'm one of them people, I tip way beyond 18 to 26% of the bill, especially if you're doing your job. And I know for a fact, it's just not all the Black tables. I'm just not doing my job. It's the fucking Black people. So let this be a PSA to all the Black people. If you don't tip, please tip better, because it's like, y'all look bad. I just want to let you know, me and my white coworkers, we be talking about y'all. And I let them talk about y'all because it's true. Y'all don't tip good. And that's not everybody, but for the people who don't, please tip your waitresses better, because we be talking about y'all. We do. And my people. I don't know. Bye.
To think people have the nerve to leave their house to go to a restaurant to expect service and eat some food. How dare they? How dare they forget to tip? How dare they tip you very little? Just imagine that, right?
Working as a server, you'll quickly learn that Black people are the most annoyingly entitled people you'll ever have to deal with. I used to work at Waffle House, and this same Black lady came in every single day, and when I tell you she was the most entitled, broke person you'll ever meet, she would police the entire process. She came in there every day, got a sausage, egg, and cheese grit bowl. She wanted her eggs cooked.
Okay, so let me jump in there. This dude says he works at Waffle House. Wait, is Waffle House really that prestigious at all? What the fuck are you asking for tips at a Waffle House anyways? Like, come on, man. It's just certain establishments shouldn't have been asking for tips in the first place. The tipping culture was from like all those high-end restaurants, and now all of a sudden these little guys decide that they want to be in on that shit too. Like, y'all ain't high. Y'all ain't like the top shelf of restaurants. You're Waffle House, for fuck's sakes. Know your place.
Like they were made at the house. She wanted her sausage burnt just the right type of way. She wanted the cheese melted just right. She wanted the grits to be the perfect consistency. When she walked in every day, I would have to show her the grits to make sure she agreed with how they were made. And she wouldn't just tell me what she wanted. She would sit on the high counter right next to the cook and police the entire process. As the cook is cooking and we're in a busy store, she's sitting there trying to tell him specific ways he needs to be flipping the eggs, telling him to hurry up and take off the sausage before it gets cooked too much. And she would always rush me every day because she had to get to work. Like I give a And it's like, I would be cool with all this if she ever tipped me anything. But no, nothing. She would be my most annoying customer of the day, and she never tipped me $1. No matter how nice I was. Never $1. This is where I kind of started to be racist, I guess, when it comes to serving black people. I can't. I'm not going to treat y'all as...
And incoming racist saga, right? Because one person represents the whole race, right? And so he's young, he's dumb. You can see where it comes from. He learned to be racist because a customer didn't tip him. I know. Ooh.
Good as I treat everyone else, because I know I'm gonna get treated like, and y'all aren't gonna tip me $1. Don't get me started on if a family of black people walked in. Oh my God, I would damn near start crying. I would ask every other server there, like, can y'all please serve this table? Please, I do not feel like it.
I hear so many different stories from my own family members that have been in the service industry. I will tell you, as a person that has participated in multiple different restaurants, I've never actually been a server, or any tip that I've assisted with, I always gave it back to the staff. And of all of the different businesses that I've invested in, I've never had more complaints than from black people. And I'll do you one better. Every single time that I drop a video, including this one, go ahead and tap into the comments and look right and see what people are saying. They are going to be the only demographic of people that say that I don't believe in tipping. Oh, if you do exceptional service, you run back and forth to the kitchen, you put a cherry on top of the grits, then I will give you 50 cents. But I'm telling you, people hate, and they absolutely hate. And I over tip. I usually tip about 100% of whatever it is that my bill is. People hate, despise, can't wait to see people coming and going when it comes to black people, especially black women, coming into a restaurant because they do not anticipate ever getting a tip whatsoever. And it's funny because I've never seen a group of people that advocated so much against higher prices. And then they say that restaurants need to change their ways and then go and pay everybody a livable wage. Do y'all?
See, I don't see a problem with either side, what either is saying, right? Yeah, they need to be paid a livable wage so that they don't start mistreating customers, because they're mistreating customers through expectation. And this is not a way to run the service industry, because it's killing it. Now, guys like Anton, who make all kinds of money, like every day, and not gonna knock him, man works hard. I respect that greatly. It's just that he doesn't understand that as an average earner, you want to keep more money in your pocket. But also, I've been in the service industry as well, never as a waiter, but as a delivery driver, right? So I was doing far more than any waiter or waitress ever did. And I sure as hell didn't get it, but I got compensated pretty well for working in the industry as a service, in the service industry. There are plenty of other places in the service industry that get paid very well, but they don't pressure you to tip. So that, to say that, is there's a problem in the restaurant industry, right? So why aren't we addressing that? Why do we keep on thinking that we are supposed to foot the bill for somebody else's, the lack thereof, funds to like go on through the day or go out through the day? It's not our problem, whether you like to hear it or not. You make a day's pay and you get tipped. You do not get to tell us how much you tip. It's ridiculous. That's the ridiculous sentiment that's been going on lately. So I don't agree with the way things are these days. I just like to be able to tip the way I feel like, not be told or shamed. Too much of this shame shit going on around these days. Get shamed for everything. This is one of those things. And I don't really fucks around with my money.
Okay, black people at restaurants. As a server who has served for the last however long years, I don't want to say black people don't tip, but I will say black people are unforgiving. Like from the moment, like it starts in the parking lot, like where they're able to find parking. When they come into the hostess, did the hostess greet them in the way that they wanted to be greeted? Did they have to wait? Okay. Like all those things before you even touch the table determines how it's going to go down with Black people. If you say you don't have something, like I used to work at a restaurant and some of the restaurant chains had alcohol, but our particular restaurant didn't have alcohol. And they just thought that we did. And I said, I'm sorry, man, we don't actually serve alcohol here. That was it for the rest of the day. That was it. They were done. Like it was nothing I could say. Like it was done. So I'm like, but I didn't do that though. Like you just assumed that we had alcohol. Anyways, mind you, we're a breakfast spot. But what?
See, I can't imagine how many breakfast spots have like alcohol. Unless we're talking about mimosas, but still, like, why expect alcohol for breakfast? What's wrong, young people? Chill out with that.
Whatever. So Black people are unforgiving. If the food even takes longer than they think it should take. Like, and that's what I'm saying, being a server, like, I don't even know how do you explain this to people. Like, if there's 4 steaks on the table, and they compare themselves, but they really compare themselves to white people. So like if a white couple gets their meals before them, like how did they get their meals? Well, that's because the white couple ordered bacon and eggs and grits with a biscuit. And y'all ordered 4 steaks, all well done. Like what the fuck? Like, so.
See, I can understand that. It's just down to ignorance, right? Just down to ignorance. I would try not to blame Black people. It's just ignorance. Let it go.
You have to know how to operate with Black people. I don't treat them any differently, but what I will say for larger groups of Black people, I run the show. If you're a server, you cannot let Black people run the show. If it's a group of 10 people, who's on the same tab? Because those are the orders I'm taking first. Don't, like, you're not going to tell me we're going to start down here. I'm going to tell you where we're going to start. And you also have to be proactive. Make sure they have everything at the table beforehand. Make sure with those type of tables, I run my food like.
Is it me or do I hate the way she's talking about Black people? Like, already started, like, come on. Oh, you're running the show with Black people. So, like, if they weren't Black, how would you be running it?
I'm on it. Anyways, I say all that to say is that it's not that Black people don't tip, it's that they're very unforgiving. Like one table, I'll never forget them. Like there was like a group of 4 people. Their tab was, let's just say $100. We didn't have any biscuits. They came at the end of the day, we ran out of biscuits. And I said, you know what? We're making some fresh biscuits. You guys can bring it to go. I guess they didn't hear me. The tab was paid for. They're walking out. And I said, hey guys, like I got like 8 biscuits. It was like to go for them, like with the cream and everything. And they were like, oh yeah. And then they came back and left me $20. Mind you, they had only left me $100 on a $100 tab. And they only gave me the $20 because I gave them the biscuit. So it's not that Black people don't tip, but they're unforgiving. So you need to be on it when it comes to them. But I just think that people in general don't tip. Like I've had white tables not tip me, Indian tables not tip me, Mexicans, people, it's a people thing. I think it's just like, it's different when, if this Asian couple or this Indian couple doesn't tip me, they didn't run me all over the restaurant. Sometimes Black people, they will run you all over the restaurant and then not tip.
Okay, so story time. Well, maybe not story time, but I used to work for a furniture company and I delivered to people that are of a certain race in Asia, South Asia, and to us, they are the worst to deal with because they run you all over the place. And the North Asians, almost the same. So tipping isn't really a thing with those guys. That's my experience. But y'all talking about Black people in restaurants? I'm lifting like 100-pound furniture and appliances, and I will get nothing. This didn't bother me necessarily. You would like the tip, but you can't expect it. I don't know why people work in the service industry and expect to be compensated that way. You're doing your job. Suck it up.
Y'all servers be blocking y'all blessings. And I'ma just say this. I used to be a server. I served for about 4 years. And that was like my first job. And I be seeing a lot of people come on here, a lot of servers always coming on here saying that black people don't tip, all of this, blah, blah, blah. Black people are like this when they go out to eat. And to me, I just feel like when you already have that mindset and you have to serve black people throughout the day, you're going to radiate that energy. And they're not going to want to tip you because you're going to give off the vibe like you're stereotyping them, regardless of if you're doing it consciously and realize you're doing it or not.
I wholeheartedly agree with this because a lot of these people have an entitlement issue right now, and they don't realize that their behaviors are spilling out. So you're serving people that you're expecting a tip from, not being grateful for it, and you don't realize how much of a dick you're being to people that you're serving. So they're going to notice that shit. You're not going to notice it because you just have no self-awareness. Because, like, you don't have the self-awareness enough to realize you're posting bullshit talking about you deserve, like, how black people don't tip. Imagine that, right? So I can't understand the way the service industry has, like, gravitated to the way this is. I blame COVID, to be honest.
People can feel that. Like, you don't just have a right to give people trashy service just because you think they're not going to tip. Me being a server for as long as I was, I know black people tip. I've got some of my biggest tips from black people. So for y'all to sit here and say black people don't tip is crazy. But I'm going to say this too, because me and my men just went to a bar and this server really did block her blessing, because we go in there. It's like a bar, but it's like a restaurant too, but mainly like a bar. So we're there and we're eating and we're drinking and stuff, and she's coming to the table like, oh yeah, we're slow tonight, and you know, I only made about $30, but we're about to shut the kitchen down or whatever. Now, me being a server, that with the decency that I have, I would never walk up to a table and tell them how much I made that night, because it would make it seem like I'm being desperate, like I'm trying to make them feel bad or whatever, like I'm trying to make them tip me in a way. But that's not even the part that got me. I completely understood that because, like I said, I was a server before. But what got me was when we ended up getting done eating all of our food and stuff, she ended up bringing the check. And you know how you get a check before you give them the credit card, the receipt? I get the receipt, it's $91.34, right? So I give her my card. Mind you, I was about to tip her $25 because I was like, you know, she was on her shit. She really made sure that we had everything we needed. But, you know, this one little thing had happened, so it really, like, rubbed me the wrong way. So she swipes my card and she brings the check back. But she brings it back, flipped over, and then she walks off. So I turn over the check and I look at it, and why did she add $3.64 on there? Now, there is nowhere on this check, nowhere in this bar at all where I ever was charged like extra for no reason. So it just blew me because it kind of made me feel like she felt like I wasn't gonna tip her. So with that kind of energy, I was like, I don't feel like I should give her $25, because it's not the simple fact that you thought I wasn't gonna tip you. It's a simple fact that after you swipe my card, or before you swipe my card, you put extra money on the check. You authorized my card for whatever you just put on there, that extra $3. And I ain't tripping about no $3. It's the principle. So
yeah, I can't allow that either. I see an extra $3. You're already fucking up your check now. If anything, the wrong customer will report you to the boss and probably put a bad Google review that can help. That could really do some damage too. So if you're having a slow night, it's going to be even slower. I would like to add, you're currently working. I don't know like how things are everywhere else, but getting a job these days is very hard, and it's hard to keep one. So why would you ruin your blessings over something you're not necessarily entitled to? We get the idea that you would like to be compensated a little bit more, but I think people are looking to get a second day's pay out of it, and that's not right. if you're like able to walk away with $20 extra or $50 extra, you should feel blessed. I'm not gonna tell you how to feel blessed. I'm just saying this was kind of the normal before. Not everybody is going to be getting a double day's pay. Not everybody's going to get triple. Days all change, and coming out on the internet and complaining about it is definitely a bad look.